This video is going to contain spoilers for all of the Stormlight Archive. We're talking today about the Skybreakers and an interesting progression I noted in their ideals. So the fifth ideal of the Skybreakers, the only one for whom we know the fifth ideal definitively, is I am the law. If you want to know what I think the Windrunners and Lightweavers' fifth ideals are, you can find those videos on my channels. The Windrunner fifth ideal is pinned. Now, the fifth ideal of the Skybreakers, I am the law, can only be sworn by someone, in my opinion, who has proven to themselves that they can be trusted to make the decisions about what is right and what is wrong for others. And I think Szeth is the perfect example of this. He found himself under the rule, under the authority of someone who was wrongly deciding what is right and what is wrong. That's how he became truthless. In his journey, we have seen him follow the law religiously, then follow a particular person's interpretation of the law, Dalinar. And that enables the Skybreakers to determine, okay, was that a good person to follow? Note that they don't have to pick the right person. It is more important that they commit to following a particular person or philosophy or way of following the law, because it is so important to prepare them for that fifth ideal. Then, in their fourth ideal, they have to have a mission, a crusade, a jihad, one might say. They have to pick something that is wrong in the world and then go out and try to make it right. Szeth has chosen to cleanse Shinovar of its leaders who are causing him to become truthless, who are causing harm back in Shinovar. All of this is fascinating because it's leading them up to the point where, one, if we look at the wording in Rhythm of War and in Oathbringer, when they're talking about the Skybreakers' ideals, the High Spren may not agree with your mission, right? You might get to the end of your mission of the fourth ideal, and there are some hints in the text that High Spren might say, it's been a good run, you did really good, you are rejected. Or at minimum, we're not going to go any further than the third ideal. So I think that is very possible. I think it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not this was actually a good crusade or mission for Szeth to go on. And then, if it was correct, now a Skybreaker is perfectly prepared to swear that fifth ideal. They've committed to the rule of law. They've followed one particular version of that rule of law. They have decided for themselves one particular aspect or application that they need to go and change in the world. And then in the fifth ideal, the Skybreaker says, I am the law, which means I can tell others what is right and what is wrong. And that's despotism if it is done wrongly. Rashon, Amaram, Sadeas, Taravangian, these are all people who believed they were a law unto themselves and they could do what they wanted because they were in power. But Szeth is showing us the progression of someone who is becoming a person that can be trusted to say, I am the law. The Skybreakers' ideals are preparing them to become the kinds of leaders who young Skybreakers and the rest of Roshar can look to and say, yeah, when you tell us that's what we should do, we can trust you. So that's Relaine telling you a little bit about the Skybreakers today. And if you want to know more, hit follow, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll keep talking about Stormlight Archive theories.